Hey, we're going to talk about how to turn ChatGPT into a cash machine. And we're going to use various top AI tools to do this. But we're not going to leave you hanging. Before we get going, smash that like button, hit subscribe, comment, checklist. I'm going to get you everything in this list right here. And again, powerful prompts and some frequently asked questions. We're not going to leave anything out. We're going to go through step by step. You do not have to be a marketer. Just get that straight that you do not need tech skills. You do not need coding skills. You do not need any marketing whatsoever experience, because it's a easy process when you do this over and over and do it consistently for like 14 days. You're going to see a big change. So there's no income guarantees because everybody's different. So I've lived off of affiliates and my own income for over 20 years. So understand that I've got the experience to teach you, and that's why I'm giving you this free course. I'm not trying to sell you any masterclass at the end of this at all. Everything that I show you is free. And the trial that I'm going to give you is an extended trial on this AI software for 30 days. You can use it as you want to. So let's dive in, forget all the other stuff, and show you how this works. Two of the things that have helped me out. So these are just a few of the payments that I've received in a short time here. And then this is one of the affiliates that I just recently got on board with. And this is for April. So that is the first month. Can you imagine making an extra $500 in the first month off an affiliate? That's exciting. I always say even $30 to have pizza money to go get a pizza, that's exciting. So I can remember those days when I had that. So we're going to dive in and go through everything. Again, comment. I'll give you a private link if you hit that like button, subscribe, comment checklist, and share this with somebody else. And we'll get you everything that you need. You can reach out to me if you have questions. I don't personally do phone calls, but I can get on a one-on-one if you're willing to pay for that, if you want to scale super, super fast. So let's dive into everything that we're going to use right now to walk through this. Okay, so you don't need any technical skills to do any of this. We're going to jump into our software here that we're going to be using. As I said, I got a link, private link I can give you for a 30-day trial. Like, subscribe, comment, checklist, and share this video. So we'll jump in and we're going to go through this step by step. You don't need to be a marketer. You don't need to be an IT guy. You can be a 15-year-old doing this. If you've got just a little bit of knowledge, you can walk through these steps. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to quickly, and I say quickly, develop a website for marketing. I'm going to teach you how to go get these clients really quickly. And we talk about $300 to $500 a day. I'm going to explain how you can make that and how it's not hard to do that. And if you just want to make an extra $1,500 a month, that is easy, super, super easy. And I know it's just, I'm saying that to you, but just watch what we go through here. So we're in our software. We've got AI in this. We've got marketing in it. We have all the automations. Don't let all this confuse you. Just do the things that I walk you through and don't try to do any more than that. So the first thing we're going to go do is build a site. So we're going to go into sites and we're going to be ethical. We want to show people that we're an actual business that they can trust. And so we're going to go out there, and this is going to be for marketing. So we're going to go after service businesses. And so we want to develop just a quick website that we can go after service businesses, because some of those companies will look at your website. Okay, these guys are legit. They're not going to look at anything else. like who you've worked with, who, whatever. But I'm about to do a live group, and anybody that's in that inner circle with the live group, I'm going to partner with you to help you land your first clients. So when I say that, that might be a $300, a $500, a $1,500, a $2,500 a month client, but I'm going to help you do that. That's what my background is, being a paramedic. I love to help people, and that's what I'm here to do. So the people that comment, I've heard it all. The skeptics, those are the ones that are struggling and will always struggle until they get that out of their mindset. So we're just going to grab a free template here. As I said, if you get a domain, you can drop the domain in here. We're going to go after, we'll just do a marketing website because that's kind of what we want to do. So we want you to be a small marketing agency. And so let's look at some of these. Here's one right here. I'm not going to dig in. You can dig in and look at a few of these. You just select the eye here, and you can see what they look like on the back end. So here's the website, Elevate Your Brand. You just put your logo, email, phone number, put a Gmail in there. It doesn't matter. You don't need a bunch of social media links. I would set up a LinkedIn if you have time, but don't sweat it. So you just want, in your team, take that out of there. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's go in. We'll build this website super quick. It's almost done. And then we're going to add do a little bit of customizing to it. So we've got the website. It's all done. And now we're just going to do a few customizations just so I can show you how it's done and you understand the process. So we got our website. We just go up here. I mean, it's like Word. So if you want to add a website in here, just click on it or your phone number in here and just put in your cell phone. It does not matter what you do up there because people want to reach out. Be transparent. Let people reach out to you. I'm going to save this as a global. This site's got SEO and everything you need. You don't need to set all that up. You can put a logo up here. If you need a cheap logo, go get one on Fiverr.com for $5. That's what Fiverr stands for. Or just type in, for all that matters, just type in the name. You don't have to have a logo, but you can drop one in here just by going over on the right here, going into your images, and in this software, it's got stock media. So let's just do Pixabay, and we'll go logo marketing and see if it comes up with anything. Let's see. So I don't think it will because these are not really meant for that. But we're just going to go into our software here. We're going to just grab a logo that I had on the back here, and it's for prostate stuff. I guess that logo is too big. Let me just find something else that will work. Let's just grab this. So we'll drop that in there. It's a little bit too big, so we'll go height on this, and we'll just do 200. And then get rid of this here. So that keeps it, it's a little bit too big still. And so we're just gonna save this. And then, there we go. So that looks a little bit perspective. So just go down, you're gonna hit save up here. Once you get a domain, you're just gonna connect it here, and it's super easy. There's a walkthrough tutorial on how to connect your domain. So you just go into this and add and edit, and it'll walk you through everything that you need to do. But like I said, this team section here, just get rid of it because people don't need to see your team technically. I have done a lot of stuff and over the years, and I've never had to say, hey, look at our team or whatever. People just want more phone calls, more leads. They want to make more money for their business. That's all they care about. So we can see real quick what this website looks like. You're going to have to take maybe an hour and edit it, but I would just have a one-page website. You can get rid of these menus unless you want to offer other services, but you don't need to. So let's take a look at this, see what it looks like on the web here. But you can see it looks really good. It's mobile friendly. It's everything you need. You can put your custom plans in here. And I would suggest you start out with one that's $200 a month, maybe $350, $400 a month, $750, and maybe $1,200. And just, you don't even have to have plans in there. I don't on my website, but you do want a request form in here so that they can get a hold of you. So to put a request form in there, basically all you do is you've got a form spot on the website here. You just go down and click on this and then select the form that you want to put in there. So we'll just put form 3, see what that looks like. That one's not there. We'll just do this one here. So we'll save this and then we'll have that on our front end. And then that will bring in requests. And one thing that you can do with the software, it'll alert you every time there's a request for new information. But we're going to reach out to the company. So even not having a website doesn't really matter. So we're going to go in and we're going to show you how to go get these companies and the easiest way. So we look for service-based businesses. So I always say to look in your region. So if you go into, let's say, Google Maps and you search for Nashville, which is near me, and look at the map here and select the map, you don't want to target Nashville, like downtown Nashville. You want to pan out here and select the small areas here. Now, these are big cities, like Murfreesboro is huge, Franklin, Dixon. They're big, but not too big. So go after these little areas because that is where the low-hanging fruit is. So how do we go about finding these companies? We go in and we're going to search. Let's just take one of those was Murfreesboro. And we're going to look for roofing companies in Murphy's. That's a weird one to spell, I can tell you that. So this is how we find them. Now, looking at Google here real quick, we're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. This is your sponsored ads, but there's only a couple of these up here that are sponsored. So that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for these by the map here. And so we go after these companies and we're going to click on more businesses because this is going to open a plethora of companies here. So we can look at these and see that there's a ton of companies that do roofing. And I say roofing because they have the budget, they know they got to spend the money. And they're used to going on like Angie's List and Home Advisor and spending $100 to $300 a lead. So you can imagine if you're only charging $300 a month to get these guys in, that's a great deal. And I'm going to show you how we're going to pull these in even quicker because we're going to offer them something for free to grab them in. And I'm going to show you how you do that very quickly and easily and show them proof that you got them leads. So we're going to show them that, hey, we got you some customers, like real customers, not just leads, because leads are kind of a joke because if you get a lead and it's not a qualified lead, then what's the point of it? So we got these companies, and we've got a Google Chrome extension called Instant Data Scraper. So we go in. This is free. So I think the only thing we've said that there was a low cost was like a domain name that's like $14. If you don't have the money, borrow it from somebody. So and get the domain, but or have them buy a domain for you. But anyways, look at this. We just scraped all these roofing companies here. We've got their reviews. We got the number of years they've been in business. We have their hours. We have their phone numbers. We can reach out and contact these companies very, very quickly. We've got all their websites and everything that we need. So if we go back and go back into our software, I'm going to show you now how you can get these leads in here. And let's just ask ChatGPT how to pitch a roofing company a marketing service with missed call text back, because that's what we're going to be offering them. And let's see what ChatGPT says. And then we're going to use the AI. So there it is. Hey, my name's Jim. I work with a local home service business like roofing companies to help you turn every missed call into potential customers. So automatically, that's the key word right there. Our system sends text back instantly when you miss a call, and you would never lose a job just because you're on a roof or tied up with another client. So imagine that you could do that. So it gives us a points to focus on. Most roofing companies miss calls while they're on site. And so this is given the pain points. We always talk about pain points. I say the point A to point B. Point A being the pain point, point B being the value proposition here. So the value between this is we capture more leads. We turn all those missed calls, literally all those missed calls, into a conversation with auto reply text right away, 24/7, easy setup, more book appointments because we can book appointments for them. And so here's some sample scripts that you can go after. Let's say you're on a roof and someone calls, you missed it. Instead of them calling the next roofer, they get a text right away. So imagine that. So how do we set this up? Well, it's only going to take a few minutes. We've got our website. We've got everything in our software. We have everything that we need. So let's get out of the website and go back into the main dashboard. So we're going to go on the far left here, and we're going to click on settings, and we're going to go to business profile on the left, and we're going to scroll all the ways down to missed call text back. So under the missed call text back, basically we go in and we set up this voice missed call text back right down here. All we do is checkbox this. And if you've ever used Word or any Word document on a computer, you can customize this. So what did ChatGPT say to us? It gave us actually the thing to put in. Hey, thanks for calling such and such roofing. We missed your call and we're here to help you. What can we assist you with? So that's a text message that goes out to that individual ASAP automatically. So the ROI on this is crazy. And here's our pitch that we're going to use, and we'll get back to that in just a second after we set this up. So basically, you're going to go in, you're going to copy this from ChatGPT, obviously put the roofing name in there, and right here, put the roofing company, or maybe it's plumbing, maybe it's electrician, whatever it is, put it in there, and you've got it. So then we're going to hit save, and we're good to go. So I'm not going to save that because I don't want it in here. But now we have the missed call text back set up. Now, how do we go about connecting this to the business? So it's super simple. You don't hardly have to do anything. We go into Launchpad on the left here. We get the person on the phone. So if it is Mighty Dog Roofing, they log into their Google My Business. We set up, basically, we have a page for them here for their roofing company. So they're going to have their whole CRM. And this is the beauty of this. We're going to be able to sell all these services. All we want to do is sell this one missed call text back, and then we can start selling them on every single service. Reputation management for the reviews, marketing for their social media postings, blogging for their content SEO. So we can do all that stuff. And that's what we're going to teach you in the inner circle, is how to scale this to not just $300 a month, but up to $5,000 and $10,000 a month, depending on the company that and their budget. So all we do is the business, we're talking to them on the phone, and they log in. We click connect here and connect their Google business profile, which obviously we saw that on Google. And then we're going to get their cell phone number. We're going to send them a link, and they're going to download this app onto their phone. So every time they get a missed call text back, and they're going to start getting these right away because they don't have that service right now. And I can tell you the number of missed calls in businesses, dental offices, medical offices, electricians, it is off the charts ridiculous how many missed calls they miss. So we send them a link, they click, they download that app, boom, everything's already in their system. And now we're going to offer them something. Remember that we can do a booking. So we're going to go to this conversation AI, and we've got one set up here. So we'll just grab this one for time's sake. And all we do is to set this up is click autopilot here. So it's going to be on probably one of these here. You just click autopilot, and then you go down and you can select any one of these. So hit this drop down. If they've got Facebook, Instagram, DMs, those kind of things coming through. Now we're only selling them on the SMS, the texting. So remove these right away and just sell them on the text. Then you can add Facebook and Instagram DMs later and charge them for that. That's an upsell. So we're going to save this. And then to train the bot, basically you just go in and you're going to select their URL. So whatever the URL for this roofing company is, which is their website, that's URL, is right here. And there's Mighty Dog. And we just take, copy and paste that link. We go back over here. We paste that in. Let's take this out. And then we're just going to hit get data. So what we're doing is we're training the AI. So we're going to sell them AI services basically for their appointment booking. So not only is it the missed call text back, but we can, so missed call text back, pitch it for $300 a month. That's super, super cheap. But first, you're going to pitch them, hey, we're going to, for free, we're going to reach out and we're going to prove to you that we can get these leads for you. And if we do that after the 7-day trial and see how it works in real time, then we'll only charge you $300 a month. And that's a steal. And then if we want to add in the AI for automatic appointment booking with an AI, we can do that by setting this piece up right here, this conversation AI. And it's brand new. Nobody's offering these services to companies. That's why I say that it's wide open right now to do this. So take advantage of it. So once this feeds in, it takes a few minutes. We'll just go over here into bot goals. And so our AI bot is, you can describe it to be anything you want it to be, the conversation, the rules, but everything is already set up, so you don't need to do anything else. But down here, we talked about appointment booking. Basically, you just select the calendar that you want to select them with, hit save, and bam, the AI can book these quotes or appointments for free estimates, whatever. So now we can prove to them, not only through the app, but we can prove to them in this particular booking area that we booked appointments and that they got some unique contacts. So there's proof in the pudding here. So you're not going to just sell them something without proof, but we're going to be able to see under conversations in the software, we can see everything going on. So we can see how many missed calls they had, how many missed call texts back they have. So once you hit that, let's just say it's in 3 days, you can start charging $300 a month. Now, the software is free for 30 days. Now, what if you got 4 or 5 clients? Let's just say 5 clients at $300 a month, we'll go on the low end. That's $1,500 a month in passive recurring income. Now you can see how you can make $300 to $500 a day if you've got 20 clients paying $500 a month. That is super easy passive income. But the software, don't be afraid of it. It's super easy to set up and it works flawlessly. Works really, really good. I'm going to show you as soon as this loads here, we're going to test the bot and see if it answers our questions. So while that's working, let's go back into DeepSeek, which is like ChatGPT. Let's ask it that same question that we asked ChatGPT and see if it gives us a similar answer. I always use the two against each other because sometimes I like what the other one might say. So here's a good stat here. Did you know that 35 to 50% of roofing leads are lost because of missed calls? So many homeowners don't leave a message. They just call the next roofer. So what if I could automatically capture and re-engage these leads instantly with a text message and even book an appointment on your schedule? So listen to what I'm saying. I am not a sales guy. I hate making cold calls, but these are not cold calls. All you're doing is trying to help a company that is missing money, leaving money on the table. So here's some pitching. It doesn't give so much of the point A to point B, but it does give you objectives. The cost, less than a single lost roof replacement job per month. So on this, I wouldn't use that because it's a roof job is like 10 grand. We're not charging them that unless you want to go balls to the walls and try to pitch a $500 or $5,000 a month package, but you're not going to be competitive. So, but recapture leads, high response rates, qualified leads faster. And I would not try to use the word leads too much because they get pitched with the word leads a lot. So, and I would not even worry about a quick demo. So what I like is what ChatGPT gave me based on the stuff that they gave me. So we got our bot trained. It took a few minutes. If we add any additional information to their website, we can refresh their website. So if they change their hours of business, we can refresh it and the bot's going to know that. So we can ask the bot, so we're talking to the roofing company, what hours do you have? So let's see how it responds, and it's going to respond pretty quickly. Our hours vary. It's best to check specific availability. Do you want to book or when do you want to book for? Tuesday. What services do you offer? Typing was not my thing in school. So, bam. On Tuesdays, we offer services safeguard your property against elements, ensuring the peace of mind for your season. Do you repair roofs? And I misspelled that, but the bot doesn't care. Yes, we do repair roofs. So you can see how awesome this is. Now, all this text message that's going to happen will be saved in the software. Let me take you over there and show you that. So we just go into conversations on the left here. Every single conversation, whether it's text, phone call, whatever it is going to be saved in conversations. And you'll be able to see every conversation. You'll be able to respond to them, be able to do whatever you want. But we don't have to. You can text them. But this is a service that they will have in their app that they can do and respond to those customers via text or email. So it's awesome software. And then here's the crazy thing. Under reports, reporting on the left here, we have call reporting, appointment reports. Remember, we are going to sell them on missed call text back. So we will be able to see every single call, every single missed call, and even hear recordings of messages. So we'll be able to see incoming, outgoing message or outgoing calls, but we're really recording all the missed calls on incoming. And then appointments, we can see literally everything that was set up, booked, confirmed, no-showed, whatever. We'll be able to see all that. So if you want this software and you want everything, the blueprint, all the links that I showed you for some of my other videos, we talk about affiliates. I'm trying to give you some things to help you make money. Focus on one thing at a time because that's where the confusion gets. Take your time, do it for 10 days, see if it makes you money, and then get back to me and let me know, because you'll find out that if you follow these steps, and there's a lot of training in the software, if you follow these steps, but if you have any questions, you hit this question mark up here, and literally there's video tutorials for everything in here, but just do the things that you need. So again, smash that like button if you got anything out of this, hit subscribe, comment below checklist, and we'll get you everything.